Stress and anxiety, two words which are popular among the adult community. However, these days we are listening this word from children also. Children, they say, I am stressed. Children of 7, 8, 9, 10. And they say they have great level of anxiety as well. Let's go for a deeper analysis. How Lifeology sees these two terms. Joining me, Mr. Praveen Parameshwar, the co-founder and CEO of Lifeology. Praveen, how do you see these two terms? Are they similar? Are they the same? They're carrying the same meaning, stress and anxiety?
Rahul, no, in fact. So both the words are different.
Okay.
So let's take stress first. Okay. So in simple, stress can be defined as, so when there is an external demand or a pressure which is being applied on our mind gets stressed. Simple.
Okay.
It's as simple as, say, my one left hand is here.
Okay.
I'm using my right hand to put a pressure on my left hand.
Okay.
So I'm putting a pressure. This pressure, in connection, when we read it in the case of a child, this pressure may be like, exam.
Okay.
Maybe a high expectation about career performance.
Okay.
It may be about high expectation of the society about beauty of children.
Okay.
It may be about expectation of parents about performance in athletics. So the expectations, demands, so the pressure from the society, it's getting applied on children. So my left hand is children, specifically mind. Okay. So when this external environment is applying pressure, it acts like a force on the child's mind, and the child gets stressed. This is what is stress. And stress is not always negative.
Okay.
But the problem is, if I'm inflicting more pressure, and the child's mind is not able to tolerate that level, what happens? The child will get collapse. So this is where exactly stress is attacking children.
Okay.
And anxiety comes as a response to stress.
Okay.
As a response to stress. That means, so exams or like expectations from society or demands from the society is putting a pressure on the child. As a response to that stress, children become anxious. It may be anxiety about future. It may be anxiety about exam results. It may be anxiety about health. Got it? So this is what the difference between stress and anxiety.
Is stress always carrying a negative connotation?
It is used in a negative way many times, but stress is not always negative. Because there are only two people in this world who are not stressed. Two people. One category of people who are lunatic.
Okay.
They don't know about anything happening in the world.
Yeah.
They don't bother about anything happening in the world.
Yeah.
Second, a dead body.
Okay.
Even a person inside the womb is stressed because it has to come out in the 9th month.
Okay, you're saying that stress is normal. Stress is experienced by every living normal, other than this humanity.
Yeah,
it's quite common.
Of course, because parents, what they should understand is, children, what they should understand is, so every day, every minute, every second, we are stressed for one or other reason. And stress is a very positive thing because it's because of stress. So we are moving forward in our life.
Okay.
So why are we studying? It's because we have stress because there is a pressure being applied by the society or by the future which is forcing us to study. Why are we dressing well? Why are we keeping our body strong? Why are we taking good food? It's because so the external scenarios and the requirements is in fact forcing us, putting a pressure on us. We are becoming stressed, and that's because we are moving forward in life. So stress is in fact good also. But when it becomes bad. It becomes bad when it crosses a limit and it inflicts more pressure on us. Or on the other side, if the person is not able to tolerate the level of pressure. So at that point, in fact, stress becomes bad.
And how about the anxiety?
As I told you before, so anxiety is a response
My
of stress.
My question is that, stress can be negative and positive.
Correct.
But when it comes to anxiety, well, I don't know, Anxiety can be negative always, right? This anxiety, is it going to bring any positive change in an individual?
In fact, anxiety bringing any positive thing to the individual, I don't think.
Okay.
Because the positive effect of stress is in fact not bringing too much of anxiety to people.
Okay.
So when exactly people are becoming anxious, when they are not able to tolerate the stress or too uncertain about what is happening in the future, so their anxiety start evolving inside the mind of a child. So anxiety may not be so good at any point of time for the child.
Okay. Yeah. Is it any kind of, are there any medical intervention required when someone is going through some stress and anxiety?
I think we have to see it as a 3-level process.
Okay.
Number one, every person
Okay.
is capable to manage stress to an extent. So we have to build our children's mind in a way to manage stress by self, which is very important. Second, if they are not able to manage by self, it is important to ensure that parents intervene to the scenario and give a shoulder to children. But if it is unmanageable by parents also, it is very important to take external support. So we at Lifeology are always, as you know, so we analyze the cases and Lifeologists take deep dive into the individual cases and provide them with the right guidance about consultation. But consultation is required if it is not being well handled by the child as well as the parent. Yes.
Okay, so my question here is that what are the symptoms of this stress and anxiety? How can parents observe whether their child is going through stress or anxiety?
Number one, normally there can be a couple of symptoms like this. Number one, the child would be losing, the child would be very anxious about everything happening in life. That's number one. Number two, they would be so, I was irritated and disturbed in mind. Number three, so there will be physical symptoms like increased heartbeats, or continuous sweating, or tiredness, or like becoming thirsty continuously. So like physical symptoms will be there. Stress, because of stress, physical pain can also happen. So children may say that I'm having headache without any reason. Stress may be a reason.
Okay.
So likewise, multiple symptoms, and many times it comes as a combination of various symptoms. You can see the physical symptoms as well as the mental symptoms, and also there are behavioral changes. Whereas people wouldn't be able to focus on anything, people wouldn't be able to sit or stay calm. So they would always be very restless in nature. So emotional, physical, and behavioral changes are there. So when a person is stressed.
Okay. How parents can support their children to cope with stress and anxiety? What are the measurable steps they can do?
Yeah. So number one, so there's a very famous statement made by Professor Kelly McGonigal of Stanford University that stress can affect you only if you think that you are stressed.
Okay. That's right.
Stress can affect a person only if you believe you are stressed.
Okay.
That means, so parents, stress can negatively affecting your children only if they believe and they accept that they are stressed. That means, so stress can affect us only with our permission. Got it? So if we, for the same scenario, if we are having a different approach towards it, say for an exams comes, we're so sure that we will fail. Okay? If we approach the scenario that, in a way, so I'm going to fail, so what I can do, my life is going to be ruined, so I'm getting so stressed, I'm accepting that I'm stressed, right? So I'm very stressed. But if I see the scenario in a way that I will do my maximum in a way that I should not regret it in future, that I could have done better. If I just make up my mind in that way, whatever happens after that it's fine. So what I will do is, I will do my level best in a way that I should not think in future or regret it in future, that I could have done better. So I'm just fixing my mind in that way, that whether I fail or not, and it's not going to affect me. This is what exactly interpreted very well in Bhagavad Gita. Do your task and don't worry about the results. If we are able to make up our mind in that way, stress will not be able to affect us. So number one, what the parents have to do is, the parents have to train our own children in a way to think, let us do our task, but don't worry too much about the results. What exactly we can do at any point of time in our life? See, I am doing this video now, so how this video is going to impact the life of parents? Yes, in fact, my control is very less on it. So what I can do, I can talk to the parents through this video in a way that I should not regret in future that I could have prepared better, or I could have spoke better, or I could have presented better. So let me do another best, but what is going to happen after that is kind of out of my control, so I need to get bothered about it. So this is one orientation, in fact, parents should create in children. Number two, give them a proper support system. Support system means a support net around children. Because the study says the more support system you have around you, so the less stressed you are. Support system means relatives, friends, family members, neighbors. So I should feel that whatever happens, so there are people to support me. So then naturally my response to stress would be in a positive way that, okay, let me do that, not a problem, even if I fail. So there are people to support me. So they will help me to move forward in life. So we may think that that attitude would make a person lazy or complacent, but no, it is in fact, it will affect in a very positive way. So that support system creation is the second best thing parents can do for children. So parents who are listening to this, so what I'm trying to do, I'm just asking you, so how many of you have consciously created a support net around your children? This is so important nowadays during because we are experiencing the nuclear family system nowadays, right? And the third one is train children to do open conversation with somebody. Maybe with you. Because it's like, when the mind is getting inflicted by various pressures, mind has to release it somewhere. And conversation is a methodology to release the pressure. It's kind of you open the tube of a cycle. The pressure is released. So the conversation, to do open conversation, there should be a safety zone for children to do open conversation. It's the responsibility of the parent to create that safety zone inside the house. But if not, so how a safety zone can be created? So we feel safe to talk to a person who is so non-judgmental in nature. If I say something and my mom or dad are sitting there to judge me, then I will not say anything more to them. So it is so important to make sure that parents are non-judgmental and giving a very good platform for children to express themselves and talk to you guys. Don't respond, okay, or don't advise. Listen, because listening is one skill or one quality which parents nowadays lack a lot. So there should be a good ecosystem for them to express. But if not parents, it can be with relatives or friends. If that scenario is also not possible, so train your child to write journals, diaries every day. Because our being an occupational psychologist, you understand the importance of free talk. Yes. So it is so important that we do some free talk and there is nobody to talk, so let us write. That is also releasing of stress. So this is another thing which parents can support children. So one more area is meditation. Okay. Because there is a study done by two universities, a joint study by University of Boston and University of Montreal. It's a meta-analysis of around 220 plus various studies, covered over 12,000 plus people. And the studies, it's a meta-analysis of various studies. So what the study says is, meditation, specifically mindfulness meditation, because there are various types of meditations like mindfulness meditation, yoga meditation, tai chi, so various meditation, transcendental meditation, of yoga. So various types of meditations there. This study was specifically analyzing mindfulness meditation, but applicable to other areas as well. That's what study says, that meditation is having a positive correlation with less stress. So, parents can train children to meditate
From a very young age.
from a very young age, which is very important. And meditation has other importance as well. So that would increase focus in children. See, focus is one part in children lack a lot. So this will increase focus in children as well. So let me counter, let me present it like this, number one. So it is so important that parents give a very positive outlook or orientation to children that they have to do what they have to do, but don't worry about the results. What they can do is to do something in a way that they should not regret in the future, that they can have done better. This is one thing. Second, create a support system around your children. Third, give them an opportunity to do free talk. Number four, try them to meditate even from English. And one more point is, it is so important to make sure that your child is trained on various skills. Because, see, the stress is having two parts, the pressure and your ability to handle pressure. The ability to handle pressure is based on your emotional intelligence, your social intelligence, your grit, your confidence. Got it? So that's the second aspect of stress. So whatever is spoke till now is about the other aspect. But you can increase the ability of your child to bear stress as well. Same right? So I can ask this hand to be soft. At the same time, I can make my hand stronger to bear stress as well. Got it? So we have to train children on emotional intelligence, social intelligence, their stress bearing capacity. So that is also a way to help children to manage stress properly. And once children manage stress properly, anxiety will come down. If anxiety is related because of stress. Why I say if anxiety is because of stress, there are other sources of anxiety as well. Some diseases can make people anxious. Some psychological condition can make people anxious. So, but if anxiety is connected with stress, that will come down when we are managing stress.
That's what my next question was.
Yeah.
See, you have explained it fantastically and in a very simple way to the super parent community. But however, sometimes people may generalize, oh, this is quite normal, just like this. So, but still, I firmly believe that there may be a threshold, or sometimes they need some kind of medical intervention or an external support for the stress and anxiety. So, at what point the parents should approach a professional, and who should be the professional?
Awesome. So if the parent thinks that I'm not able to handle this scenario anymore, so they have to seek external support. And they have to seek external support from a psychologist or a psychiatrist who are clinically trained to handle this is one track. Second, for stress, they can take the support of maybe a spiritual leader, so can also help in this. Or a person who is trained in philosophical model of intervention to the mind of people can do this. So what we life artists do is, so we have a team of life artists. So parents can approach the life artist and they will evaluate the scenario and suggest the right solution. So this is what exactly we do with life artists. Yes.
So with right ecosystem and giving them the positive support, we can definitely help our children from stress and anxiety. Thank you very much for joining this discussion today. And may all you be able to manage your children's stress and anxiety and be a great friend to your child. Thank you.